The anime fan, something much more common nowadays thanks to the efforts of the big three, but before I can go any further when talking about the specimen that is these strange creatures, I have to make a distinction. I am not referring to people who just casually enjoy it but can sustain a normal existence within our society. Although you might have some stupid things to say every now and then, it can be forgiven. Some anime fans are cool, so if none of this describes you, then you're fine. We often talk about anime fans and what they do as fatherless behavior, but I guarantee you the fathers are indeed there. Dying on the inside. Let's start with Hygiene. Y'all stink. You can name 500 series, but not 5 brands of deodorant. Nah, don't Google it now. You ain't slick. What, you real quiet now? Hush mode! I never gone to an anime convention, but I've heard rumors that every time an anime convention is held, Febreze sales go up. I know it smells like crazy in there. Those who know will know. If you walked inside of the apartment of an anime fan, then you got like a time machine to go back inside of Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment, it would smell the exact same. And look, don't get me started on the whole shipping thing. We'll get into that later, but anime fans are so busy shipping 2 characters together, but they never think to pair soap and water with one another. And somebody explain to me, please, for the love of all that is holy, how you can smell so terrible and never participate in any sports. You don't touch any grass because you're too busy smelling like manure. Actually, speaking of sports, I cannot stand sports anime fans. Look, there's nothing wrong with liking them at all, but please stop acting like you know football or soccer for the Americans, all because you watched 1 season of Blue Lock. Please! Look, it gives me the same feeling as the one guy who pulls up to the basketball courts, is absolute garbage, but thinks he can pull it from Steph Curry range because his 2K player has Hall of Fame badges. This one is personal. I have a homie of mine who dressed up as Isagi from Blue Lock for a convention he went to, but I promise, if somebody held me at gunpoint, looked at him and was like, name 5 positions on the soccer field, just kill me. Don't even let him try, just kill me. I don't know, maybe this one's just me, but anime just doesn't feel fun to talk about anymore, if I'm being honest. It's all the same thing every single time. Some fan base is complaining about an anime adaptation for no reason. Black Clover fans are going at it with some other fandom every other day. And I know JoJo fans are infamous for the whole humor not evolving thing, but the anime community's humor as a whole has not evolved since 2020. In no way, shape, or form is this to knock these creators at all, but y'all take whatever RDC World says and hold on to it for dear life. Y'all blatantly plagiarize tweets. That's how little creativity you have. Like a week or 2 ago, I saw some people trying to clown Super Eye Patch Wolf for making an hour-long video, and yet you spend all day talking about a series and going to war for it for free. How about you apply that energy you use to hate on content creators for no reason and apply for a job? It's almost embarrassing how thirsty anime fans are. I've never seen a collective be so deprived of human touch yet talk about it so much. I know Degenerocity has a whole thing with Makima, and I was willing to reach some sort of truce in order for this video to be a thing. But really think about it. The most degenerate stuff you know people are into, I would bet money that it's most likely going to be an anime fan. Now look, I'm no saint. The intrusive thoughts tend to win often, so I don't even try to contain them anymore. But y'all are vile. They're always talking about how society would look like this or that. No, society would advance if you spent less time on anime and tried handling a conversation with another person for a change. And it's not just the guys. Ever since Jujutsu Kaisen came out, I have seen the most perverse things said by the ladies. I was shocked. I knew y'all was down bad, but more down bad than us? You don't understand how hard that is to accomplish. We send naked black men twerking as quote-unquote memes. But the way y'all speak about Toji is insane. And before I get into the rest of what I want to regarding you filthy bastards, I'm gonna let my boy Degenerocity get into some stuff real quick.
You know, Mask, it's kind of hard being an anime fan sometimes. Most of the time, though, it's an enjoyable experience. You know, you watch something and think, hey, that's cool. Meet and chat with a few other dudes that think the same. Then you meet with them IRL, kiss, make out, maybe do a few butt-naked cartwheels. Now you got a new boyfriend. Those are my typical interactions when I talk with normal anime fans. Sadly, however, not all my experiences can be like this, and I sometimes come across some unfavorable interactions and icks. One that I see a lot is the this over that thing. You know, that thing when people use that greater sign. Now, I'm not against the use of this sign in and of itself, but the way people use it unnecessarily. Like I see somebody post a clip of a random scene from an anime they like, then in the comments of that post, there will be a few comments from stupid people saying, Chainsaw Man over, Jujutsu Kaisen over. And whenever I see comments like this, I'm just like, alright. Did he ask? Did anybody say it was better than those shows? I'm pretty sure the person that made that post didn't make it for it to be compared. So what's the point of you bringing up animes you think are better like anybody asked or cared? Nobody want to hear that. We're just chilling. It's even worse when they straight up just say the show is mid. Man, it feels like you're trying to piss me off. And I bet 95% of the time when they're saying it's mid, they ain't even watch it. They're just saying it to get a rise out of the person that's reading. And on me, it works. It makes me want to jump through my screen and start swinging and peeing. One last thing that I despise about anime fans I want to talk about is really dedicated to one specific fan base, and that's the Berserk one. Now, normally most Berserk fans are cool and chill. I like Berserk too, and I wouldn't want to give myself a bad name. But the other day, I found a small part of it that the people that lurk in that small part need to be on a watch list. The small part of it I seen was in a comment section of a Griffith meme. You know, some weird but funny shit. And then I looked in the comment section of the meme just to see a worrying amount of comments defending Griffith. And I don't mean in a joke way, Griffith did nothing wrong. You know, that joke. I mean people in the comments straight up defending Griffith doing that thing to Casca at the eclipse. And in the replies of the comments, they were going farther and more in depth into detail with their explanation on why they're right. Saying, oh, didn't Casca used to have a crush on him? That meant she's attracted to him. And honestly, if your crush did that to you, even if it was a former one, you would probably like it to some degree. So Casca probably liked it. What? What the hell? Oh my God, no way. Did these people just forget the whole being traumatized part and ignoring the R word part? I thought they were joking. I thought they were joking at first, but so many people started agreeing with them and liking the comment and also going into the depth with defending that point. No, man, that shit, no. And even if they are joking, it's a very bad joke. I really wish I took screenshots of this, because this is the type of thing you have to see to believe. I don't know how often this opinion is brought up in the community, but it needs to be reported to the authorities immediately. Mask, you better go get your people. Really, look, niggas be wildin'. Cause they're wild. I don't even want to talk no more.
Even if it's a vocal minority of a fandom, the key word there is vocal. Y'all the reason my boy hasn't uploaded in a little bit and why I've been in solitary confinement away from the rest of my family. This y'all fault. It's like this radioactive level of toxicity that y'all have that it's impressive. I don't know if y'all know what the concept of gatekeeping is, but it's essentially, hey, I'm so scared of more people getting into this and having different opinions from my own that I'm going to do everything in my power so people don't find out about it, knowing that most likely will actually hurt the sales of a specific series. And it's like, oh, I can't like it if it goes mainstream. Like, alright, bro, tighten up. I saw someone legitimately get upset because I had Bleach too high on my manga list. Like, boohoo, cope, seethe, go cry about it. I don't care. Like, y'all always spew about how everything is subjective and how it's all opinions, which it is, but yet you completely act the opposite way once you see an opinion you don't agree with. And this is how you know somebody doesn't have any legitimate problems to deal with, when they're willing to spend so much energy into arguing over something that isn't real, that is made just for our enjoyment. I refuse to believe anybody who knows what it's like to pay taxes is actually going out doing this. Like, And now you know some reasons why people say, I like the series, but I hate the fan base. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and peace.